Welcome back to my channel. In this series of data structure playlist, we have already dealt with the topics Introduction to Data Structure, its classification. We also saw about arrays. Now let's dive right into the topic of linked lists. Linked lists. They are linear data structure. They are not stored in contiguous location but linked with pointers. They are a collection of nodes. Linked lists are a sequence of data structures which are connected together via links or pointers. We can visualize nodes or a single node as follows. A single node will be having two fields, namely value and the link. Value will contain data. This data generally contains integer numbers. The second field is the link. This is the address to the next pointer or the next node. We can visualize linked lists as a series or collection of nodes where one link points to the next node. We'll see how we can create a linked list node. Consider this code snippet: struct node int value struct node star next star new. Then new is equal to struct node star malloc size of struct node. This is the code snippet used to create a node of a linked list. So why do we use structure? We use structure because we have two different types of elements being grouped, unlike the arrays. The first, value, being of integer data type, and next being the pointer. Here we'll be creating a pointer structure variable called new. And we also give it some memory through dynamic memory allocation method, that is malloc. Now we'll see how this will be created. Star new, we are creating this node star new with two fields, value and star next, value and star next. Initially, after this creation, you wouldn't have assigned any values to it. So the value field or the data field will be having a garbage value, that is some random value that's generated, and then star next will not be having anything. It is a null, so you can say it as a null pointer. So this is how a node of a linked list is initially created, and the memory is allocated through the malloc function. Now let's see how to connect node to form a linked list. Consider this code snippet. New value is data value. New next is null. If head is null, head is, then you execute these two statements. Head is new, tail is new. Else you execute these two statements. Tail next will be new and tail is new. I'll tell you what this is right now. But before that, you need to know what is head and tail. The first node of a linked list is considered as the head and the last node is considered as the tail. As you can see here, the first node will be called as head and the last node will be called as tail, and the second field of the last node, that is the tail node, will have a null pointer because there is no other node to point to. Okay, coming over here, let us have a variable called data value which will be having initially a value of 10. So let's see how this works now. The node that is created here is new and it will have 10 in the first field as 10, and then now new next is null. Initially this will be null. This is the first iteration, hence we'll have head as null. Now head is null. There do not exist any head in the linked list. So we make this new node as head as well as tail. So this node will be considered as head as well as the tail. Now you don't go to the else part. You will go up over here again. Actually, this code snippet will be in any loop, as in while loop or a do while loop, etc. So now we come back here. After assigning the value of 10, you are supposed to assign the value of 20. So data value, we are passing it as 20. Now new value will be 20. Now we are creating another new node over here. So this is new and it will have 20 as its value in the first field. And then the second field will be having a null value according to this statement. Now if head is null, now head is not null, you already have a node. So you go to the else part. Tails next is new. Now this is the tail, isn't it? So the next should point to this new node. So this will be having the value b. This will be the having the value of location b. Now tail is considered as the new node. So this is no longer the tail. Instead, this can be called as tail. Hence, you have created a simple linked list with just 2 nodes in it. You can perform several more iterations of this and make longer linked lists. Now let's discuss the types of linked lists. There exist 3 simple types of linked list, namely single or simple linked list, doubly linked list, and circular linked list. Single or simple linked list. These are the types of linked list that can navigate only in one direction, that is forward. The example that we have seen here, these nodes can be traversed only in one direction, that is forward. Doubly linked list navigates in both the directions, that is forward and backward. Circular linked list. These are the type of linked list where the last node has a direct link to the first node and the first node has a direct link to the last node. We'll be discussing about doubly linked list and circular linked list in the next video. Now let's discuss the operations that can be performed on a linked list. We can perform operations such as insertion, deletion, searching, reversal, and display of the nodes and the data present in it in a linked list. Insertion at the beginning. Suppose you want to insert this new node into this linked list. We'll see what are the steps to be followed. First node is always called the head and the last node is always called the tail. So now let's form a link from the second field of new node to head. And the second field value is no longer going to be null. Instead, it's going to be 1000. So now the new node will be having the second field value as 1000. That is nothing but the location of the second node of the linked list. So this node is not going to be called as head. Instead, the new node will be called as head. Now we'll see how we'll do insertion of a new node at the end of a linked list. Now you have a node at position 1300, namely the head. Then the second node at 2055 and the third node or the tail node at the position 1400. Now let's insert this new node which is present as at 280 as the tail node. For that, the tail node's second field will be pointing to 280. So this new node will be placed here, like the field, the address field will be pointing to new node. And the second field of the new node will be containing the null value as it is. And this tail will be renamed or it will be moved on to new node. So new node will be considered as the tail node. Now let's go to deletion of a node in the linked list. 10 at 708, which is also the head node. Then there's a second node with the value 20 at 1002 position and another node with value 20 at 2350 and the tail node with value 30 at 2220. Now let's delete this node present at 2350. For this, we will have to first change the value of this. That is, it is no longer going to point to the node at 2350. Instead, we are going to point it to this tail node, that is the node successive to the node to be deleted, that is 2220. So now this field will be having the value 2220 and hence this link over here will be broken. Now here let's break this link. This is no longer going to point to 2220, hence we'll make this as null and hence this node is also broken, which implies this node is isolated and hence it is deleted from the linked list. Now let's talk about reversal of a linked list. Reversal of a linked list is nothing but reversing its direction of travel. Now, head node should become the tail node and the tail node should become the head node. So let's see what the first step in that will be. The second node is present at the position 1500. So the tail should no longer be null. Instead, it should have the value 1500. Hence, this node will be pointing to second node like this. And let's make this 2000 as null simultaneously. So now we'll have a fresh linked list as shown below. Now let's make the second field of the second node point to the first node. So this will be having the value of 1000. Hence this second node will be pointing to the first node. Now let's make this as null. Hence this will be the tail node. This will be the tail node and this will be the head node. And hence reversal of a linked list is done. Now let's see about doubly linked list and circular linked list in the next video. Please do subscribe to our Science Tutorials channel and also press the bell icon to get more instant updates immediately.